NotebookLM just got a massive update and nobody is talking about what you can actually build with it. So today I'm going to show you how to build and automate anything for free using NotebookLM. You can create videos using AI inside NotebookLM. You just plug in your sources and then you can create videos, podcasts, everything else. But there's so much more you can actually do with this if you really understand how to turn NotebookLM into a full automation engine that creates websites, landing pages, infographics, YouTube scripts, and even mini apps, all without writing a single line of code yourself. And here's the wild part. You can do this even if you've never built anything technical in your life, even if every AI tool you've tried just confused you, because NotebookLM just did something different, right? It actually understands your business first, then it can build for you. I'm going to show you exactly how this works live. We're going to build real stuff together, websites, landing pages, automated content systems, and we're going to give you every single prompt at the end so you can copy what in here. All right, so let's get straight into this. And I'm going to show you the knowledge engine framework. And this is the system I use to turn NotebookLM from a note-taking app into a full business automation engine. And most people use NotebookLM wrong. We upload one PDF, get a podcast, think that's it. That's like buying a sports car and only using it to check the time on the dashboard, right? The knowledge engine framework flips this completely. So here's how it works at a high level. You're going to feed the brain, right? You're going to load NotebookLM with everything about your business, SOPs, sales scripts, case studies, FAQs, your best content. So for example, if we go to NotebookLM here, you can see if we take a look at this example, we've plugged in some content on the left-hand side, and then we can use this to generate outputs from the chatbot here, or we can generate all this other cool stuff. That's only step one. From there, you're going to extract the gold. So NotebookLM summarizes and organizes all that messy information into clear, structured knowledge. And then from here, you take that organized knowledge and you plug it into something like Gemini, Claude, or any other tool to create websites, content, apps, and more. And the magic is in the middle step, because NotebookLM becomes your business brain. And once you have a brain that actually understands your business, you can build anything. All right. I've actually included a 30-day knowledge engine build if you want to test this stuff out, but we're going to get straight into this. All right. So for example, what we're going to do here is we are going to start generating an easy way to really create mini apps with this stuff, right? And then we'll show you how to build websites and all sorts of things, okay? For example, here, what we're going to do is we are going to take this information, right? We're going to go back to YouTube here. I'm going to find some information, content that we've plugged in like this, right? And I say, who's my target market plus avatar, right? And basically that's going to load up and give us back all the information about our customer avatar based on the sources that we're plugged in. So I've plugged in like our sales playbook, some information about our business, etc. And then that's going to generate some outputs, right? So what we're going to do from here is we're going to get back the information from NotebookLM based on that notebook that we've built, right? So you can see here it's taking all the information of who our audience is, who our AI avatar is, etc. Right? We're going to wait for that to load. And then we're going to go over to Gemini in a sec. We're going to use something called the Dynamic View to build a mini app for this, all right? So if we take this information from here, and this is the way you do it for free. You can actually, if you're on the pro plan inside NotebookLM, you can actually load up a notebook. But I think most people are on the free plan, so I want to show how to do it for free, right? So we take that information that we've got from Notebook, we plug it into Gemini, we select Dynamic View, and then we're going to hit enter, right? And that's basically going to take the information about our avatar and what we do and who we are, etc., and then create a mini app that's kind of like a custom tool based on everything that we've generated inside NotebookLM, right? Really easy to do. The other thing that we can do here is we could create a complete single page website for our business, right? Now, I'm actually going to use, just to mix it up, AI, which is GLM 4.7. And this is kind of like a free AI super agent just to show you the power of this, right? So for example, if we extract the same information from NotebookLM here, and we'll say, okay, tell me everything about our offer plus what we do, right? And it's going to take all the information from the playbook inside the sales SOP that is customized for my business, and then we'll create a website based on that. In the meantime, we have the app, as you can see right here, that's going to train my sales team based on the information inside the playbook here. And now you can see we've got the core offer of what we sell and what we don't, right? So what we're actually going to do is take this information like so, as you can see. Then we're going to go over to set AI. We're going to paste that in. So we're going to click at the top. We're going to say, okay, create a beautiful landing page for Goldie Agency. Super colorful, bright, interesting, etc. Okay? And we can take that information. Now, what we can also do is, and I've just saw the comment from Let the Truth Be Told. What about SaaS apps, right? So what you could actually do here is you could say, okay, give me 5 ideas for SaaS tools I could build based on your training, right? We'll wait for that to load, and then that's going to gather some ideas, and then we can plug those into either Gemini or to ZAI, depending on what it is, right? I would actually recommend using GLM 4.7 and Chat AI for building like more complex projects, right? But if you want to build something super simple, maybe it's a one-page landing page or a one-page mini app, etc., then I would use Gemini because that's what it's good for, right? It's just a simple sort of builder. So from here, you can see ZAI is just building this out, and this is a free tool that you can automate anything with. So if you go inside here, it's giving us some ideas of SaaS tools that we could build, right? And so what we could actually do here, for example, if you look at what have we got? We've got the BAMFAM follow-up engine, right? Basically, this takes the information. Let's see what else we got here. Or here we go. The competitor skyscraper scout, right? A lead generation tool that identifies a client's top competitors, finds the best content, and generates a list of websites. Linking to that content, the agency can pitch the skyscraper outreach method, right? So we're going to take that, and I'm going to say, okay, for this idea, generate a prompt. Thanks, bro. You look like Wolverine. Do you know how many times I've been told that over the last week? It's so funny. I thought I'd grow the beard out a little bit. Yeah, why not? Why not go for the Wolverine look? You only live once, right? So we're going to take this prompt like so. As you can see, this is for the competitor skyscrapers. And then we're going to take that, copy it like so. We're going to go over to the AI Studio. And then from here, we're going to go into build, right? So check out the build section inside AI Studio. Because this involves using Google search data, I'm going to add that as an add-on inside here. And then we're going to ask it to build this, right? We've taken the prompt and the idea from NotebookLM, customized to our business, and then we're going to start getting that to build out this app that's like a skyscraper content finder, right? And so in 3 different ways, whether you're using Gemini to build mini apps like you can see here, and that's a pretty cool mini app, right? So it basically shows people how to handle, for example, all the scripts inside our playbook, all the objections, etc., how to improve stuff. It's built out a little quiz as well based on the playbook that we loaded into NotebookLM over here. And then if we have a look at ZAI, it's built out this beautiful landing page. As you can see, you can actually share that with people as well. So if we copy that link, we can plug that over here. And you've got this beautiful little landing page we've built out with ZAI, right? UI is super clean, looks pretty cool. It's got a nice little menu, and how awesome does that look, right? And it's all customized to our business. So for example, this 42-point checklist is something we actually use inside our playbook, and it's included that inside the website to make us unique, right? It's talked about what we actually sell because it understands the information from the notebook. And how easy was that, right? We just got the information from notebook, we plug that into ZAI, and boom, shackle, we're good to go. The same for this, right? So you can see here, we've built out the skyscraper scout based on the recommendation from NotebookLM. And so if you want to build SaaS tools like you've done inside AI Studio, it's pretty simple. If you want to build out mini apps, you can do that inside Gemini. If you want to build out full websites, you can do that inside Chat ZAI. My main point here is like anything you want to build, you can do that, right? And then if you just want the basic stuff, whether you want to automate YouTube videos, podcasts, flashcards, quizzes, slide decks, infographics, data tables, mind maps, reports, video overviews, etc., you do that inside NotebookLM anyway, right? And that's free. I've shown that about 1 million times on my YouTube channel. But if you want more help on that, I've actually got a full tutorial inside the video notes from today. So that's basically it. That's how easy it is to build and automate anything with NotebookLM. Again, I've given you a 30-day plan, as you can see right here. So it gives you homework for each day, what to do, the prompt you can use, and then you can follow this step by step. And just to recap here, some people will think, I need to learn coding to build websites and apps. Actually, no, you just need to describe what you want clearly and AI will build it, right? Other people will say AI gives generic outputs that don't fit my business. Actually, you can see here, for example, if you check out this website that we built, it's fully customized to us, fully personalized, etc., with everything that we sell and what we do. It's even included our name at the top. And I like this little scrolling banner at the top as well. And we did that with Chat AI and also NotebookLM, right? So the new belief really to win with AI is like AI gives generic outputs when you feed it generic information. Other people say, I don't have time to set up complex AI systems. Really, the new belief should be, I don't have time not to set up systems that save me hours every week. Because if you don't do this, you're wasting a lot of time. Other people say, NotebookLM is just for making podcasts. Actually, NotebookLM is a business brain that powers everything, right? And when people hear about NotebookLM, they think podcasts, they think videos, etc. They think, oh, cool. It makes audio summaries, but that's saying your phone is just for making phone calls, right? Technically true, but you're missing 99% of the capability. So NotebookLM is a knowledge engine. It takes messy information and organizes it. It understands relationships. It learns your voice and style, answers your questions with your expertise. And the podcast feature is just one output, but the real power really is what happens before the podcast. People say AI tools change too fast. I can't keep up. really the new belief you should have there, if you don't want to fall behind, is like just master the fundamentals and new tools will become easy. And new AI tools drop every week. It can feel overwhelming, like you're always behind. But here's what I've learned is like the fundamentals don't change. Clear prompts, good context, structured thinking, master those and every new tool becomes easy. So NotebookLM today, whatever comes out tomorrow, same principles apply. When Gemini gets an update, I know how to use it immediately because I understand how to give AI context, describe what I want, iterate, refine, right? That's what you want. And if you understand that, then you're never behind. You're always ready for whatever comes out next. Other people say this seems too good to be true. I honestly think this is the new beginning, and it's just the beginning, and it's only going to get more powerful. So there we go. If you want to get all the notes from today, you can get that inside the AI Success Lab along with 100 prompts, as you can see, right? So just to recap, what have we done today, right? Recap of everything. So the big idea, NotebookLM isn't just for podcasts. It's a business brain that powers everything. Websites, content, training, automation, all from one central knowledge hub, right? The knowledge engine framework that I've shown you today is you feed the brain, you extract the gold, and you build anything. The 30-day build summary, okay, the 30-day plan. If you want the step-by-step tutorial, you can get it inside the notes. But to summarize, you build your business brain with fundamental foundational documents. You create content engines that produce in your voice. You build websites, landing pages, and apps without coding. And then you set up the systems that run themselves, right? I've got a list of all the tools that we've used. And then just to recap on the new beliefs. To win with AI, you don't need to code. You need to describe clearly, right? AI is only generic when you feed it generic information. Setting up systems saves more time than it takes. NotebookLM is a knowledge engine, not just a podcast maker. Master fundamentals and every new tool becomes easy. Google's free tools beat most paid alternatives. And this is early, not too good to be true, right? It's just the beginning. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get all the notes from today, it's inside the AI Success Lab, link in the comments and description. Connects you with 43,500 members. It is completely free. And if you go to the classroom and then you go to this section, you'll find all the video notes from today plus an extra tutorial, right? Thomas says, hey, I'm new here. Do you have some sample files to feed NotebookLM and try it out? Yeah, if you actually check out, for example, this section right here, NotebookLM from beginner to expert, you'll see all the resources inside there and you can use that to train NotebookLM. But yeah, that's it. If you want to get more help on business automation with AI, you can check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is an amazing community with 2,000 members. If you struggle with business automation, learn how to use AI for your business, you can check out our 6-week masterclass. It takes you from complete beginner to building your first AI agent in under 5 minutes and becoming an expert in just 5 weeks. If you struggle with overwhelm, we actually have a full focus protocol you can follow inside the boardroom. We have weekly updates here. Every week, I compress 80 hours of my work and research into 5 minutes of your time as a weekly update so that you can figure out what's good, what's to ignore that. Here's an example. We show you what's worth your time, what to skip, and how to stay focused. Also, if you want help with building avatar videos, you can check out our training right here. If you need help landing clients for your agency, you can check out the agency course. And if you need help with AI SEO automation right here, it says you're going to share the website with us. So if you want to check out the AI Profit Boardroom and you're on X and you're watching this live on X, then you can go to my Twitter profile and the links are in the description. Or if you want to get access to the free community, then just go to the AI Success Lab, right? And you can just Google this if you're watching on X, or what you can do is you can actually just ask ChatGPT for Julian Goldie's AI Success Lab, and you'll get a link to it right there. All right, hope that helps. Cheers for watching.